Hello, today we are talking about Sun in Sagittarius, the transit from 15th of December to 14th January 2019. This is Komilla Sutton. I'm going to talk about the Sun's transit in Sagittarius, its conjunction with Saturn, it's traveling through the 3 nakshatras and all the rest. So generally when Sun is in Sagittarius, it is in a comfortable place because it is the house of its friend Jupiter, ruled by the friend Jupiter. It is another fire sign, so it is a good energy. Sagittarius is where the soul is looking towards higher self, so it's got a spiritual warrior type of quality. But this year, Saturn is there in Sagittarius. So Sun has to learn the lesson of Saturn before it can move past it. Also, as soon as Saturn goes into Sagittarius, that time of transition between Scorpio and Sagittarius is the Ganda point. So this is a regular transit once a year, 14th, 15th, 16th, around that time of December. Sun is going to be in Ganda. It is moving from water sign of Scorpio to fire sign of Sagittarius. So it's a bit unsettled time. Now, if you are following the transition stages of the Sun and doing being conscious of the Sankrantis, even though this is a Gandanta Sankranti, if you are keeping the day simple, doing some meditation, puja, not complicating your life on 15th when Sun changes signs, then you are generally doing well with this transit, because every time the Sun changes signs, we need to internalize, think what happened in the last month, where we are going next towards the next energy. So use this day, 15th, late night 15th, Sun goes into Sagittarius, but all of 15th it is Gandanta, 16th it's Gandanta. So it is an unsettled time, especially if you are in power or in some strong administrative role. This is not the easiest time for you, but Leo Lagna will feel it. But all of us feel that little dip in the energy, and to be conscious of that, to work with that. And then the Sun will Sun's transit in Sagittarius is always 3 parts. It goes through 2 1/4 nakshatras. So it will go through Mula to start with, then it will go through Purva Ashada, and it will go through Uttara Ashada. Uttara Ashada only for about 3 days. But we have, so the first thing is that we have to think about the Sun-Saturn conjunction. Now, Sun-Saturn conjunction by transit happens every year, and as Vedic astrologers, we look at that transition every year and that conjunction. And usually I find that it is a tough day. There's no two things about it, because the Sun-Saturn conjunction takes place. They are, you see, this is the only, normally when Sun conjoins with another planet, Sun takes the energy. But here the energy of Saturn, Sun represents power, Saturn represents democracy. So there's a clash of ideas, a clash of people in power and those who are not in power. So how to deal with it, what to do with it, that is the most important factor in this transit. And if you are Capricorn, Aquarius and Leo, so you would get most affected, but all of us will get affected by it. But actually right after that, the Sun-Saturn, which is on 1st of January, so in a way, right, we start the new year with the Sun-Saturn conjunction. It's not the easiest energy. Although Vedic astrology, we don't consider 1st of January as any important time, but the whole world is looking at as a new year, so we should pay some importance to it. So the Sun-Saturn combination is telling us to be humble, not to let our ego get out of control. That would be the good message. But actual fact is this, that almost immediately after the Sun-Saturn conjunction is the the eclipse of 5th and 6th of January. It is a partial eclipse. It doesn't affect USA or Europe, but eclipses are unsettled energy. And so soon after the Sun-Saturn conjunction having the eclipse, and Sun and Saturn are both part of the eclipse. So the eclipse is on a new moon, so we need to be conscious of it. So just remember that not all options are open. We should stay humble, do things slowly, think about what is it that we can give back to society rather than what we can take from it. And those would be good New Year thoughts for 2019. And 2019 continues with the Sun in Sagittarius. So the 3 nakshatras the Sun will transit during its phase in Sagittarius. It starts with Mula Nakshatra, and I'm just going to give you the correct date. Sometimes I don't remember the dates. So Mula is 15th of December to 28th of December. So Mula is the root. It is where we are connecting back to the root of our existence. And Sun is a very important transit. There's no other planet there. But Mula is also the root that we want to burn if we are on a spiritual level, so that we can rise higher, develop ourselves. But what I like to think about Mula Nakshatra is that it's a time to trim the tree of our lives. It is a time to think, what is it that is not important for us? And as we are developing into our higher self with the Sun in Sagittarius, we are working with this energy to remove some of the dead wood, let go of situations. And Mula will also allow the Sun to really connect to who we are, what the soul wants, where we want to go. And that transit is quite positive, even though Saturn is in Sagittarius. Saturn is in the next nakshatra. So in essence, we may not feel the Sun-Saturn combination till the end of Sun's transit in Mula. During this time, there are a number of festivals taking place. The solstice is there, Christmas is there, other festivals are there. So happy holidays for everybody. And we move into Mula till 28th, so 15th to 28th December. And then every year, really, the Sun will go into Purva Ashada at the time of New Year. But as soon as it moves into Purva Ashada, Saturn is there. And then it is only on the 1st of January that Sun-Saturn conjunction takes place in Purva Ashada. And this is the start of a quite difficult energy for Purva Ashada people, because there is Sun, Saturn, Ketu as well later on in the year. But the Sun-Saturn conjunction, I have watched these for many years, and I find they are always challenging. But keeping careful, simple things during that time, that is a good energy. The eclipse is also in Purva Ashada. So Purva Ashada can both reveal a good part of your personality, and it can also bring out jealousy and other people wanting something that is dear for you. But generally, you can think that 1st to 5th of January is a bit unsettled because of the Sun-Saturn and then the eclipse taking place. But Purva Ashada is from 28th to midnight on 10th of 10th of January. So we are now in 2019. If I say 2018, just ignore it if I do say, but we are and then we go into just 3 days of Uttara Ashada, 3 days and a bit of Uttara Ashada Nakshatra. Uttara Ashada, especially in Sagittarius, is very positive energy. In Uttara Ashada, that is Pushkara, it is Vargotama. It is a very sacred time. In North India, we celebrate Lori. In South India, we celebrate Makar Sankranti, the celebration of the sun moving into Capricorn and into Uttara Ayana as well, its northern course. So actually what happens is that the sun solstice takes place on 21st of December, but the first time the sun ingresses into the next sign in Vedic astrology is around 14th of December. Remember, 14th of January. And remember that my timings are connected to California. They are not timings for India. So in India, they may be slightly different, the dates, but it is 13th, 14th, 13th in India, 14th in California, that the sun changes signs. And Uttara Ashada, it's a very sacred nakshatra. It is also where we start developing our ideas about asceticism, purifying ourselves, thinking of our higher self. After it has got revealed in Mula and Purva Ashada, we start making positive affirmations to do good sadhana, so that 2019 is a special year. And it is celebrated in North India. Lori is celebrated. Lori, we burn the old year and we welcome the new year. And in Pongal, Makar Sankranti, I think it's called Pongal in South India, it's a major festival to celebrate, to welcome the new year and sun moving towards its northern direction. So this sun transit in Sagittarius begins with Ganda, ends with celebration. In the middle of the thing, we have the sun, Saturn, and the eclipses. So everything, I suppose, in life we have to take in our stride, and we have to understand these ups and downs of the energy of the planets. So we finish the year. So although this Sankranti between Capricorn, Sagittarius and Capricorn is special, but it is always celebrated as a celebration. But you can still take a little time out to think, to meditate. What is your plan for 2019? What is your plan for the month ahead? What have you experienced in the month behind you? So I shall be posting more stuff. Check my website, komilla.com. and lots more information there. Also, my newsletter is there with other information, not newsletter, sorry, my planetary news is there, and you can sign up for my newsletter as well. So do subscribe, do like, do leave your comments. I do read your comments and I try to answer them. I may not give you a name or anything, but I try to answer them as part of my videos. All the best. Thank you very much. Happy New Year as well.